Welcome to another Wisdom podcast. We have Michael Lachowicz with us. He is CSO at Solo Workout, has owned various fitness centers as well, namely CrossFit. He's been club manager at Gold's Gym, so quite experienced in the fitness world. We're going to talk about biohacks. We're going to talk about longevity. We're going to talk about fitness businesses and fit tech, if I may call it that way today. So this pod is brought to you by my podcasting company that's called podper.com. If you want to start your own podcast and monetize the unconventional way, go to podpire.com. Michael, welcome to the pod. Tell me a bit more about yourself and about Solo.
Hey, Charles. Hey, all the listeners. It's a pleasure to be here. So briefly, again, Solo Workout is a technological solution for fitness clubs. It's a part of the fit tech world. And what Solo does is measuring strength and cardio trainings you perform in the fitness clubs. So it is in a nutshell, it is a technological solution that consists of a set of sensors and apps for end users, for trainers, and a console for a club to manage the relation with the users. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
And tell me about your journey of owning various CrossFit centers, gyms, and so forth. Like, how's that played for you so far?
Okay, well, so I can tell you definitely more about my fitness journey because I've been in in this journey for almost 30 years. So I have graduated Academy of Physical Training and I became a physiotherapist. But pretty much right after graduation, I started working as a personal trainer, and then I moved to the administration part of the business. So I was a manager and an owner of several fitness clubs because definitely fitness is my passion, training is my passion, sport is my passion, and it was really fascinating to experience the growth of the business because I don't know if you remember or if listeners remember, but 30 years ago, fitness is nothing like it is today. Fitness was really a very niche business, and it was a spare time for very limited number of users. And during this 30 years, it grew to a really major business. Again, I don't know if you're aware that I think last year the number of Americans being club members exceeded 25%. And in Europe, there are several countries with over 25% of market penetration. So it's not a niche service anymore. So I was pretty much I was a part of this growth, and I believe it is pretty natural to end up where I'm now. So dealing with fitness technology, because definitely technology is a future, pretty much for every business, but it is also a future for fitness business.
Why do you think it grew so much? Is it like COVID and people realizing that their health is fragile and that the number one longevity hack is fitness?
Well, it depends. I mean, when we look at the growth during the last 30 years, I believe that it is a growing understanding that we are in an era of comfort crisis. We created so much comfort for ourselves in the area of fitness activity, in the area of eating habits, that this comfort started killing us. So we had to supplement the hardships of life with training and with fitness, and that pretty much allowed the fitness business to grow. And I'm talking about the longer period, this last 30, 40 years. And the recent growth Because again, I'm not sure how much aware of that you are, but I believe that you understand that, the fitness business was growing pretty well pre-pandemically, but then when the COVID hit, um, obviously, it collapsed. I mean, clubs got closed, the market pretty much collapsed. But after COVID ended, or after we realized that we could, deal with COVID effectively, the whole fitness market got reborn, and it grew up to a level, all-time high. So right now it's growing really, really fast, and I believe that a big portion of this growing popularity of fitness is the change that we as society experienced during COVID. We realized that we are fragile. We realized that there's no bigger value than health. And no matter how much money we have, if we don't have health, we can die. Like that. So it definitely if you can say that COVID. That's one of the good things that COVID, let us understand, was that how important the health is, and that we got to stay healthy, and to stay healthy, you got to be active. And so people finally got that link. And I believe that from now on, fitness market, or I would say more broadly, wellness market, because it's not only about fitness activity, but it's also about some other healthy habits. This market is going to grow like crazy. I mean, it's and all business predictions pretty much say that it's fitness and wellness are going to grow much faster than the rest of the economy.
Interesting. Now, your business itself, Solo, what do you guys do, and why do you think you have a potential shot at becoming this fast-growing company?
Okay, so we are, as you mentioned, what we are doing is fit tech, which is technological support for fitness. Because when you think about fitness, working out, lifting weights, it doesn't sound very technological, but actually, if you think about it as a part of a healthcare system, it's much easier to understand that healthcare is data, or data can support healthcare a lot. And it's the same with training. You need data to understand if you are training right, to understand what should you do for your next training, and just to be effective, and to make this training attractive. And well, data helps a lot. So we are in the fitness data business. We help people, and we help clubs to produce data which make trainings more attractive, which makes trainings more effective, which make fitness clubs business more that our products allow retain members better, because they make the fitness offer again more attractive and more effective. So broadly speaking, we are in a fitness data business, and I believe that data is definitely a future of fitness and wellness. What is measured can be managed, and so you can just manage your fitness business way better.
Because the problem that you're solving is, well, historically, if you check in the Arnold days, they had their little gym journal, and basically they would write down their reps and cross them out.
Yeah.
Some people still do that up to this day, and it's okay to be old school.
Sure.
The new way to do it is to scan something, IoT device, and track down in the clouds, and have the data clearly put right in front of you. I mean, in a journal, it's tough to visualize your progress over a long time, right? Like over a couple of months. And yeah, you can have some data points provided by a machine, whether it's automations, whether it's AI, some stuff that a journal can obviously not do. And it's easy
Exactly.
because people just scan their phone on the machine and then they can start their reps. Now, some machines have that integrated in them. Some big ass companies like Bowflex have that in their machines. I'm a Bowflex user.
Okay.
Basically, how can you compete against these giants? What's your growth plan for that and your sales plan as the CSO?
Sure. Well, first of all, there are not that many machines that have this particular solution built in. I don't want to get in too much into details because I don't think it's that interesting, but let's just go with that, that there are not too many machines with this solution. And first of all, these machines, if they have it, something similar, because our solution is patented. So let's say something similar from a user perspective. They are, first of all, expensive. Second of all, usually the systems are closed. We so you can I'm not very familiar with the Bowflex solution, but I know how it works with Technogym. You get to have the whole club equipped with Technogym to be able to to use their system. And we are mostly a retrofit solution, so you can install Solo on every piece of equipment you have in your club, providing it is weight stack machines. If you have a weight stack, you can install Solo on it. If you have a cardio machine with at least one moving part, you can install Solo on it. So you can have several brands in your club, different machines, and you can integrate them all in one system. So from a club owner perspective, 99% of clubs, they have pretty much no other option to provide intelligent fitness solution for their members than install Solo on their machines, because there's no way they can replace all the machines. They can buy the super expensive ones, because it's business wise, it's out of question. So that's pretty much our market. So our market is mostly the retrofit market, but also we can even with the wealthier clients, we allow to integrate different kinds of machines, and that's why we are so competitive. And again, price wise, we're way cheaper. We're way more affordable than the other solutions which are on the market. And so that's our strategy in
What
general.
about your like outreach plan? Because as the CSO, you're focused on sales and reaching out to these gym owners. What's your precise plan when it comes to outreach and getting in touch with these folks, presenting them the product and so forth? What are your KPIs?
Yeah. So basically, we are a Polish company. So, and I'm a fitness specialist with a huge experience in Polish market. So when it comes to Polish clubs, to Polish chains, yeah, I know them all. So that's using my personal contacts, and that using my work history, we can do it effectively on Polish market. I know all these guys pretty much. And on the foreign markets, Europe, Middle East, Asia, Australia, or US. We plan to expand on this market using distributors. So again, using my in a big portion my personal contacts, I'm getting in touch with potential distributors, and we allow them to grow their markets, to sell there, because we have it makes no sense for us to do it the other way. I mean, distributors is the way to go for us. We already have some in Europe. We have a very good distributor in Australia, and well, we see that that's the best strategy, because first of all, they know their local markets. Second of all, they are much more trusted than us, because if an Australian club get approached by a local distributor, it's a different discussion than when they get approached by a Polish startup. It's just a matter of trust. And that's how we want to grow, and we believe that the potential is huge, and we are in the process of talking to a very potential partner in the US. So I believe that this year we're going to grow really strongly, on the other side of Atlantic.
You've been in fitness for quite some time now, taking care of your own body through like various biohacks. What does your daily routine look like now? To this day, I'm seeing cold showers on your end. I'm seeing mobility. I'm seeing you make your own sourdough for nice pizzas. Like, what are your biohacks, food, fitness, and mobility?
Wow. Okay. There's a lot to cover when it comes to biohacks, because longevity is definitely my thing, and I'm really fascinated with it. Because I'm over 50 years old, so it's high time to do it. Well, morning routine is super important, definitely. So as you mentioned, mobility for sure. Morning walk for sure. So being outside, and well, it's Poland, not California, so it's not that easy always. But I never skip my morning walk. You mentioned sourdough for pizza, and but that was actually an exception, because in general, I don't eat wheat and I don't eat grains. So we have this pizza party like once a year, and that's actually a very, very special recipe prepared by my friend. So I'm very careful with what I eat. That's for sure. I'm very careful how I sleep. Sleep is the huge thing. And but that's not surprising. So physical activity every day, good diet and sleep. But the well, it's not new, but it's very, very right now. Well, people talk a lot about the influence of relations on longevity and in general well-being, and that's my biggest concern, and that's my biggest focus recently. To good live with people and among people, and to maintain good relations, because it looks like not it doesn't only bring happiness, but it gives you physical health, which is quite surprising when you think about it.
Right. Well, is it? You feel good when you're chilling with people that you love.
Sure.
You laugh, you play. So
yeah, you feel good for sure. But
the ultimate state of relaxation.
Feeling good. Yeah. Well, exactly. It's about stress, because short stress is healthy. Hormesis, it's a healthy stress, but it when it is a prolonged stress, it's killing you. So I think that these days everything or a lot is about stress. So everything that lowers your chronic stress is good for your health, and relations seems to be great for that. So if you're in good relations with other people, if you have friends around you, that's a key to your physical health. Not only feeling good, but just having healthy heart, having healthy body. That's a very important factor, besides the besides physical activity, diet. So, all these things we already know are super, super important and super, super healthy.
There you go. And what about mental hacks that or biohacks that you use for mental energy to perform at your best on the day to day?
Well, I think that the key thing for me is sleep, definitely. If you don't sleep well, you're mentally unable to perform. And I definitely focus on not only the length of my sleep, but the quality of sleep. So, keeping the same hours of going to bed and waking. I measure, of course, I measure the quality of my sleep with I measure that with Garmin, but you can measure that with any other wearable that has such a functionality. I also meditate, but I know that it can be hard for people. So I can understand that you don't have to meditate, and I can also you can also meditate while working out, or it's also part of meditation. I personally use focus music. There are several kinds of focus music, and I use binaural beats that help me to focus on whatever I do. So when I have mental tasks, I usually do it with that kind of music. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I really believe that it's not about hacks. And biohacking is a cool name, but I don't think it's about hacking, because when you say hacks, you kind of imply that you do something not against nature, but that you trick your body. And I believe that the key is not tricking your body to perform better, but I believe the key is to just stay overall healthy, and then the good performance is like a natural consequence of being healthy. So I'm not big fan of tricks. I'm not a big fan of special substances. Of course, I supplement my diet with several vitamins and minerals, and that's also kind of a hack. I supplement my diet with some kinds of mushrooms that have some cognitive effects, but I don't treat that as a hack. I treat it as a element of a healthy lifestyle. And if you live healthy, you have an energy, and you have a will to do things right. You don't have to trick yourself.
Right. Well, thanks for today, Michael. Where can people find out more about you?
Okay, so I have my own podcast, which is unfortunately in Polish, but maybe there are some listeners, who can understand Polish. It's called Broda Talk, and well, yeah, it's spelled. It is spelled in Polish, but let's say the best source, and I definitely will have some English content there. Is my website, which is www.michalLachowicz.pl, and yeah, and that's there. It's right now I'm changing my website, but the new one is going to be up in a week or so.
Thank you so much, Michael.